Actually, ang mahirap lang dito is kung sa global. Kasi Chinese lahat ng pangalan nila.
Ayun lang. Oh, wait lang. Ba't gano'n? Ay, hindi. Yung ng hero?
Lahat ng
Ba't ganun?
pangalan
Hindi ko
ng mga
nakikita
hero.
dito. Nakikita mo dito, binabrowse ko. Hindi kita yung walang nasa gitna talaga. Or updated naman yung copy ko.
Wala. Ano lang siguro sila lang yung nakakakita niya.
Ayan. So, sure naman.
Kung familiar ka sa first band na yan eh. Parang si Aya sa AOB. Season 3.
Aya. Siya. Eto. Sige. Wait, ayusin ko. Siguro delete ko. Ano, mag-i-on ka ba ng cam? O start na tayo? Ikaw muna mag-comment. habang sinishare ko yung stream. Sinishare ko kasi yung stream eh. Sa, iba't ibang groups.
Yeah.
Hello, ano yan, ML? Hawig? No, this is not ML. This is Honor of Kings, China server. So this is hosted by, this event is hosted by SAETA. They are a broadcaster, tournament organizer from China. The match you're seeing right now is a match between Taipei, Taiwan team versus the Malaysian team TF1. TF1, yeah. On the blue side is TF1. The score already is 1-0 in favor of TF1. So, with me is Vittorio. I'm waiting for him to do a face cam share. I don't know if he will, but he will help me learn the game and analyze. We already played together AOV, but you know, I'm not so familiar with like the heroes, the names of the heroes here in Honor of Kings. So he's here to help me out, figure what things are. So Vittorio, do you have any like comments? What do you see in the bans and picks so far? What are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, actually yung binaban na meta ngayon here in HOK. Binaban nila usually mga supports. And then on the second part, they go for assassins.
Oh, for the bans.
Oh yes, for the bans. Kasi very effective dito yung mga support. They want the supports that could enable them to get kills. Mas lalo na HOK is a very fast-paced game. More fast-paced than other games in the genre kasi mas offensive items kasi yung mga build usually ng mga pro team here. So usually they look for clashes. You know, kita nga natin yung game number 1 parang hindi nga tumagal ng past 10-minute mark.
Yeah, it started
na, diba?
at 7 o'clock exactly. And included in that timing was the bans and pick, which also takes time, right? So I'm so excited to see. I mean, I'm just jumping right off the bat here for Honor of Kings China version without, you know, knowing a lot in this one, but I think, you know, like learning like actual, like hands-on, even by just watching, I think it's very important. So I do believe, I think inask ko si Miggy kanina, like Miggy, like I mean Miggy, both Miggy and Lloydie, like what's the like prio bans in Honor of Kings? Like I think it was Lloydie who told me like it's mostly support. So you're right, Vittorio is right. So yun, nakita ko na. Let me just set up your face cam. So go ahead and talk about the bans and picks again.
Actually, the bans and picks, they already banned out the latter half assassin picks. You have Elaine. It's actually very hard. Kaiser being banned out as well. Kaiser is like Amelie in AOV. Just to give you information.
Amelie, I see. Oh yeah. So much CC and medyo makunat din, ano. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually a tank hero, but the build that they do with Kaiser here on HOK, they for pure crit and then pure armor penetration. So they're definitely gonna be feeling and reeling from just one combo of Kaiser.
Okay, we'll see about.
In terms of what the composition that we have, it's mostly more of assassins. TF1 looks to actually be, you know, have the better composition just because they have the range. What Lemon is using is actually just like Violet. So it's an ADC with insane range. You get a roll. You're gonna be able to escape most of the situations because of the role that the what Lemon has in his arsenal.
Right off the bat, maybe they have a team fight already, no? It's pretty usual. I think we would see that before, like in AOV time. So, yeah, do you see it? Do you still see it? Yeah. My screen share.
Yeah, I see.
And there is a jungle invade for Taipei. Taipei team. Do take note, guys. It is already a 1 score in favor of Team Malaysia, which is on the blue side.
Yeah. TPE is actually using Jing. It's an assassin. I feel like it's a very underpowered assassin.
Underpowered?
Yeah, it's a very underpowered assassin, especially in the early game. But you're definitely gonna be able to kill her in the late game because she doesn't really have that, early game ceiling wherein she's gonna be able to deal damage and kill by herself.
But now we see the team fight happening in the bot lane. A 3v2 situation. Better backup incoming from Demon. Shoving away the members of Team Taipei. But okay, maybe I ask you, like, who do you think has the advantage in the early stages of the game and the late game stages of the game?
Yeah, definitely it's going to be TF1.
TF1.
Loman, yeah. Well, Loman is using, it's actually named Tai Sengun. And it's like Timo. I know it's not Timi in AOV, the one that gives you a second chance for resurrection.
I see. It's good to learn, like, who's who. But the team fight again in the middle lane. Okay, one member from the red side gonna fall down right off the bat. The fight still ongoing. Wyatt is so low, he will not survive. Loman as well. The team is already inside. That is so much of a trade in favor so far for the Taipei team, and they're not stopping in terms of the invade. I think the invade that they did a while ago, they just really paid off. But what they've done, they're still gonna go for it. Will they make a kill? Hero on a chase, but I think they need to be careful. Okay, I was like, I wanted to mention the name of this Taipei player, but it's in Chinese, so I cannot. I don't know. Like, what's this hero? Is that in the mid again? Try to chase. I think this is the guy, like the one with the green hair or blue.
Oh, with the green hair. I can actually you mean this one, no, the one with the staff?
Yeah, with the staff. Like this is the... Do you remember? You don't remember. But
I don't actually remember him that much because he's not being used much in solo rank.
I see. But while Vito figures that one out, we saw one kill from Lemon down bot part of the map. They tried to get some plates in here, and while that is also happening, some tussle on the top side, but not much of an action. Well, the dragon, or no, you don't call it dragon. Do we call it dragon? The fight get ongoing. Oh, quite unfortunate. Seems like a death incoming for Lemon here, but he was able to flicker out, flash out, but to no upward. He will still fall down. So,
he's always in an awkward position. They're not always in the right position to go for team fights. You could see that it was always going to be a 2v3. It's not always going to be a 3v3, and they still go for the engages. And the positioning of the players from TF1 is just abysmal. They're always being ganked by Jing,
right,
who actually cannot, like I said, she was an underpowered hero in the early, but if you give her early kills, she's definitely gonna be able to, have an effect.
Like they're roaming around way too much. I mean, there's a lot of engages being done by the team. Trying to take down the turret down the bottom. I don't know what Nino is doing in there. Oh no! There's still some members coming from TF1 side, but there's one member from the red side right now. I don't know, but they're sustaining so long. I don't know how they're doing that, but still the win so far from that clash is going on the red side. Solo backup incoming from the marksman. Lemon on the side of TF1 in here. Are they overstaying?
TF1 to get back into the game, they're definitely gonna have to damage. Nero is already being used by Jomo and 3 others by TPE, and he's still gonna be able to tank it. He's an assassin. It's an assassin that, you know, that has that sustainability on himself as long as he's gonna be able to pull off his skills. But if he doesn't get to pull off his skills, he's not gonna have the sustainability.
Yep, that's true. But here it looks like another fight and casualties on incoming Limandho. So they're gonna be surviving with that ultimate coming from our support, Laman, but they went from far away from each other. I think Limon here trying to buy time. I don't think he will make it, but you know the buy time is okay enough, I would say. But he knows it's gonna die pretty soon. Just
slain an enemy.
Yeah, I mean, we already know.
he already knows indeed.
It was 5 players, but they were able to get an objective at least to trade off the money that was given. And we're gonna see here some of the members of TPE is more of geared on team fights. You're not gonna see them fight and take off, except for Jing. Most of their competition is crowd control, and they're going for the clash again. They get the kill. He was alone in the midst of 4 people.
Okay, just one hit on the turret in the mid though for the side of TM1. It's gonna fall down anytime soon. So anyone from the side of TPE just tries to get a hand on that one. I think they will get a good vision right at the back in terms of the control. But meantime, Nero in here is taking some pokes and damage. But is this a light up poke for TF1? They managed to take down the mid turret of TPE.
Yeah, the problem here is that if they're not going to be able to take the, you know, the one that Nero is leaving on the ground, he's not going to be taken out easily. That's one of the key factors here. Nero is going to be the one sustaining most of the fight. Plus, he has the second life option coming in from Loman.
Right.
So definitely, if they're not going to be able to wipe out TF1 in the group fights in the coming mid game, they're gonna be losing out.
They're not gonna go for it once more. No more support for the side of Team TF1. So many casualties 2 down for the Malaysian team at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I think this is the potential, at least for the side of TPE, to try to make it 1-1. But the game's not yet done because, you know, at least in terms of turret take, they were able to take like the first turret from the side of the team. But no, I mean, there's so much to say with this guy. That's part of what is up with this champion.
Yeah, it's more of a sustaining champion on their side. Not building the usual I see on the pro games is that, you know, that usual HOK game club go for damage builds. But for the side of TF1, they actually went for a very sustaining build for Nero.
Okay.
As long as he hits his skills, he's gonna be able to sustain. There's a percentage of health that he's regenerating every time. There's going to be damage being dealt by his skills. Yeah, but that's the only thing. If you can't really kill people using those skills, then it doesn't really matter. So you need your teammates to be there. And by the way, why is like Key in AOV? If you're familiar with Key or you remember her.
With Key? Yes, I remember Key, yeah. I mean, like the punch here and there, so that's Key. But meantime, let's take a look at the fight ongoing here on the jungle camp of Team TF1 right now. So low, one of the members taking the TPE, he will fall down. Is it a chance of comeback from TF1? Now that the members of Taipei is down for 1, but a 1-for-1 trade, will that be it? Ultimate still here available for our Roman, but he's gonna fall down anyway. And as you can see, I mean, the map control obviously is already from Taipei. A lot of members just here from the Malaysian team just keeps on falling down. I think that's a bit of an overstay for our main player on the side of Taipei team. So not so sure about what his thought process on that scenario was. So yeah. Any thoughts
Now
about
I remember that the mage of TPE. It's actually Lady Frost, the one like Yao Chan in AOV.
Oh yeah. I was actually I know I can remember how she looks like, but I forgot the.
Yeah,
Good.
because the Yao Chan here on HOK is actually L'Oreal. So you need to remember that. At first I was also confused.
Yeah,
But
guys.
like Yao Chan is L'Oreal.
If you guys are interested, so there are people on stream asking when is
Overlord has
HOK gonna
been
be released in the
defeated.
Philippines? I'm not 100% sure when, but you can play it already if you want in the global server. Just some you can like go or like actually for Android users, just download the APK from the website. And no need to use VPN, but hold the thought because we have a fight ongoing. Really nice setup in here, coming from the side of Taipei team. A lot of members from the side of TF1 going so low, but anyway, no casualties, but deep dive coming from Kai. Neyman will fall down. No more marksman inside of Team Malaysia, and there's just more aggressiveness. They got the what do you call this purple thing again? Like
Has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, it's basically like the Slayer in AOV.
Yeah, it's a Slayer. I was like thinking, okay, Baron Slayer, like Lord, but like we will have to know. We will have to know.
I think Slayer is still the more appropriate since it's closer to AOV.
It's closer. Yeah. It's closer, and yeah, no biases.
And if any one of the guys watching, Kai is actually using the Chinese version of Bright.
Oh, right.
Jing doesn't have any AOV counterpart. It's a unique HOK hero.
Team fights in here. It is even wiser still for the side of Malaysia. They can even go for a team fight. Two members down on their side. I don't think they have to fight anymore. They have to back away. Lemon trying his best to support to no afford. I think Nero here is just trying to buy time and maybe cut lanes. But we'll see about that because the rest of the members of Taipei team is already aiming for the inhibitor. And the base here is quite like just like the ice cream is just so like
Red
like
team
low health. It has to be the low health. So see the damage. Oh my god, they're gonna go for the 1-1 and that's it. That's it for the game 2 match between Taipei versus Malaysia team. So it is a 1-1. So while I fix this, go ahead, Vittorio, and explain what you think about the match. We're gonna have a game 3 lobby in a bit.
Yeah, mostly I think what's actually lacking on the side of TF1 is the damage. Nero was definitely non-existent in most of the clashes. Yeah, I mean, being able to sustain is all well and good, but as long as you're not going to be able to contribute in the clashes, wherein you being able to sustain would give a lot of space and room for your teammates to actually damage. It makes your role very, not that important, especially there. Yeah, he's going to be the MVP, but in terms of being effective in the clashes, I don't think that Nero really did well. You could actually see he was always trying to,
He was
he's MVP just because he has the lowest death.
I agree.